All right, welcome back. Just an update video really on the F-22. So the last videos I did were the tanks. So let me go. So I finished them and let me, well, poop. I can't rotate the camera. So here's what we got. So these ugly things are done. I still have to make the clunk lines, but essentially I had finished them. Well, a buddy of mine in Dubai has an F-22 as well, and he still has he bought one around the same time as I did, and he put fuel bladders in his, which I mentioned in my last video. Man, I'm looking rough. I mentioned in the last video, so or one of my videos, sorry. Well, he sent me a message last night after seeing mine. He's like, hey man, you want mine? My old ones? And so he's sending me his fuel tanks, and they look like my original ones. They're nice and clean, probably way less. So I'm gonna pause on tanks, and I'm probably gonna have to pull these fittings back off because I don't wanna waste them. It's high sol. I can just kind of grind a little bit and they'll pop off eventually. I don't care if I destroy the tank really. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I kind of got the jet on the table, belly up, and I'm currently, I had to do some touch up, some places I missed on paint. I just sprayed some into a plastic container and used a little acid brush to paint it in places. But what I'm doing, you can kind of see here, is I'm going back and I'm hooking up the airlines or air cylinders back to the doors. I actually took the second part of the door that folds over off because they're really stiff, and it's because they didn't glue these. I mean, essentially all they have to do with these is make them, in a line with each other. Well, they're not. They're all angled, and when you tighten them down, they bind. So the way to fix it is to loosen these a little bit, to put a little slop in the bolt. That way the hinge can kind of spread apart and move as it needs to versus being clamped down, and then it like kind of binds and starts hitting. But the screws they used are super short, real tiny short things, and they have lock nuts on them, which is good, but the threads don't even go into the lock nut portion of it. So I actually have some longer screws, same size screw, but longer, that I'm gonna put in here, which will allow me to get threads through the lock nut like they need to be to hold, and it allows me to give a little bit of play in between the screw. That way, because I went through and I loosened the screws and they rotated nice and smooth at that point. So that's the plan, and that's what I'm working on right now. I'm gonna go finish putting in the air cylinders. I'm kind of not gonna get much done tonight. My mom's inbound for the night. She comes in every so often on her way up to Nashville. She's a cancer survivor, so she goes up there to do checkups. So, and then she stops in here to stay the night. We're kind of like halfway, so I won't get to do much tonight. But yeah, I'm about to go exercise. That's what the gear is. You gotta stay moving. So I'm gonna put the air cylinders back in, run all the air lines to the nose here in a second, and then I'm gonna go exercise. Get this done so I can flip it back over and just start in final install while I wait on those tanks to come. And then once those tanks come, he's got the original fittings on them, which are a little bit, I think they're like 6mm ID versus the 8mm. Well, no, they're for 6mm line versus 8mm like the BVM runs. So I will probably patch the holes and redo holes for the BVM like I did on these. The center tank, I still have to do that anyways because they put one hole in the center, and I'm gonna put 2 pickups on that center tank. So just like my first one, I'll have to patch that and redo it. So, but yeah, shout out to him. Appreciate him doing that for me. I almost wish I could just get some fuel bladders because this jet is really perfect for that. It's got a lot of flat surface where the tanks sit. makes them easy to mount, and it's perfect for like fuel bladders, because then you can just make your mounts right there, and they're supported on a flat tray versus being suspended. But I just can't. I'm just not there yet for the fuel bladders. Help get that going. I think it's a good thing, but I'm gonna stick to stock on this one. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's more of an update video versus doing video. I know some people don't like that, but I'm sorry. My channel's, it's gonna be me talking and you talking. So, if you got questions, comments, concerns, complaints, gripes, I don't want to say that, but yes, you can post them. Just if you're going to complain about something or say something's wrong or bad, always give a solution. I learned that in the military. So just to complain don't help anything. So remember that. But anyways, I'm gonna go exercise, get my sweat on. You guys have a good one, and definitely we'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'll get more done, and this weekend I'm gonna get a ton of this done. And I'm gonna try to do some live videos, doing stuff. I still haven't got a new camera. This is my phone. I mean, my phone camera is way better than my camcorder that I have. So could just get one of those things that you stick your phone on and just go from there. But I want something that kind of follows you around, so I can kind of go hands-free and move around and not have to worry about, if I'm still in the shot or whatever. So, but anyways, so if anybody's got any ideas on camera stuff, let me know. But you guys have a good one. Cheers.